A bunch of leftovers. How's the game for you? The game is fun. I think I'm just really tired. Um, I haven't had long gaming sessions like this in like I don't even know, you know? Like it's been fucking ages. You know what I mean? Like I genuinely haven't done anything to this extent in a long time. Probably not since like middle school. You know what I mean? Because that was when I was like super big into TF2 and when I used to play a lot competitively. So it feels weird, you know? It feels weird that I'm finally having like moments like this with other people again. You know what I mean? Because before, when I was younger, I used to do a lot of like pickup games, and I used to play a lot of sixes and stuff like that. I was playing Highlander for a while. It's a weird feeling, you know, because now I finally have a game where I'm semi-competent at, but also like I can still have like pretty casual fun with friends, more or less, you know. And I think that's the most important part about it. I feel like I don't really take this game all that seriously. It's solely for the purpose of I just get to spend time with the people around me and enjoy, you know, winning and losing together. And I think that's probably my biggest takeaway from Marvel Rivals, you know. And as much as I don't like, as much as I hit the point where I just stop talking because I'm tired, you know, it doesn't change the fact that I still like enjoy their company and enjoy the fact that I now have a game that I can kind of share with people. Well, I'm not necessarily like 12 again, you know what I mean? But it's like, you know, now at the age that I'm at, you know, I have something that I can genuinely share and have with people, you know, in this hobby. You know, so it's just nice. It's nice. I'm just honestly, I just think it's kind of crazy because I didn't anticipate that we would do customs either, or even like have this many people hop on for Rivals either. Because you know, I didn't really plan anything. I didn't want to try, or rather, I didn't want to, you know, impose on anyone's schedules as a result. And that's why I was like, you know, the fact that everyone kind of just came out just for the fuck of it, you know, I think that's awesome. I feel like that's the most important part about it. So, you know, I'm glad I got some good pals, some good friends, and I'm meeting a lot of really cool people who, you know, I think I just really value their company, and it's kind of awesome to even consider the fact that this is, you know, these are people who in my life right now. And even if we're not necessarily like super close, but even then we just get to be able to hang out and have a good time. And I guess that's something I always feel guilty about. It's because like I'm a very low energy person sometimes, or more often than not, I guess. You know, like I have a I have a tough time kind of keeping up with a lot of the momentum, and I feel like you guys already know this because I talk about it all the time. It's I just don't I don't particularly want to keep like a go high energy, and I let everyone else do it, and I just happen to be there to vibe. I'm the straight man in this bonsai act, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, you know, I always have a hard time kind of getting that feel for like whether or not, you know, do the people around me truly value my company, or do people around me feel like I am someone that they want to kind of keep around? And it's kind of it's the thought in the back of my head, because you know the voices always will always tell me otherwise. They'll always say no, but then you know it's always nice to have those moments where I play video game with friend and it doesn't feel that way anymore. You know what I mean? Like it feels like they want to spend time with me, and I can kind of relish in that. That it quite literally is just we're just here to vibe. Yeah. And I guess, you know, it's a hard thing. It's a really hard thing. It's a hard thing to break, because ultimately, you know, you just don't know until it hits you. You don't know until it happens. You don't know until it's kind of just like right in front of you, if that makes sense. You know, and I feel like that's kind of just how it's been for a long time. I feel like now I'm trying my best to kind of internalize a lot of the things. I'm trying to be nicer to myself because you guys are nice to me. And I think that's been something that's very important on my own journey of kind of navigating my own life, right? And I think the same thing can always be said to anybody. beyond just myself, right? Because the same care that you give to others isn't lost on them. And more often than not, it's just not really like a verbalized or like vocal reciprocation. Sometimes they truly do care about you, but they're just not very good at showing it either. I myself am very bad at showing or being like very, you know, I don't really know how to show affection, ironically enough. I talk good, I think, you know. I like doing small things for people. I'll be the one to drive. I'll be the one to pay for dinner. I'll be the one to, you know, just ask to get food. I'll be the one to kind of, you know, tell people like, hey, you know, I think you're a really great friend. You know, I'm glad we can hang out like this, blah, blah, blah. And sometimes I just feel like while I might never feel like I'm doing enough or doing it enough, I can only really hope that gets to people. And I think that's something that all of us kind of need to carry with us each and every day. So yeah.